All right, Shalom, Shalom, Akim. This is Brother Mashaba coming back at you with another lesson. First, before I get into it, I'm going to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Kakodash. Second thing I'll do is give double honors to all the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and a salutations to you brothers that are pushing the truth with both sincerity and with charity. All right, so what I was going to go into is, let me just read the article right here. All right. Iran declares total war against U.S. Israel and Europe as Islamic Republic seeks to expand nuclear capabilities. All right, so Iran just declared war against the U.S., man. All right, and this is great. All right, this is beautiful. We can see this third world war coming. This third world coming, man. All right, because if Iran even touches a motherfucking hair on one of these Edomites here, all right, they whole shit gonna get bombed, man. All right, if they even send a bomb drone to bomb one of these towns or cities, America gonna fuck them up. All right, but that's gonna cause more shit to go on, man. All right, let's say Iran don't use just a drone bomb because it says nuclear capabilities. What if they put a nuke through this bitch, man? Okay. What if Iran say, to hell with it and just nuke one of these major cities? All right. That's really gonna cause Trump to eviscerate Iran off the map. But that's only going to lead to, as I said, more stuff, to go on, man. This Revelation 11:14, the second woe was past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right, and that woe, you go to the word woe means destruction. And this precept is talking about, well, you can, it's talking about, the world wars, man. All right, that third woe. All right, because, what comes from war? Okay, destruction. Okay, World War I and II already happened. Okay, with World War II being, the most, historically impactful. All right, but that third war is going to be, to the wars to end all wars, man. All right, and the Lord is going to come back and get his final blows on Esau, Edom, and these other heathens, and these 2/3 too, about saving the elect. Okay, so the Lord, he ain't gonna be playing no games, man. Cause when these nukes start dropping, they gonna start dropping. All right. So this is Mark 13:7. When ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end shall not be yet. So yeah, man, we've been looking for this. All right, we've been praying for this. All right, wars, man. All right, and this ain't a rumor of war. This is a declaration. It says Iran declares total war against U.S. Okay, who's to say? As I said, Iran just won't send one of them, camouflage drones to, start blowing shit up over here, man. Okay? Trump is gonna fucking go bombastic and start blowing everything up. Okay? And anybody who stands in his way is also gonna get that nuke. Okay? So yeah, man, this is beautiful, because this is leading to more prophecy. All right, and this man Elon Musk is getting, ever richer. All right, and this AI is getting ever more intelligent and developed. All right, you remember like last year or a few years ago, all right, that Will Smith AI video of him eating spaghetti, it looked all glitched out and freaked out. If you try to replicate that now, it'll probably look like Will Smith actually eating spaghetti. It will. Okay? There's already AI videos where the difference is almost so seamless between real life, man. Just imagine in a few months, Esau going crazy with this AI stuff, man. Okay? Watch Esau's moves. Alright? But this is verse 8. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrow. So yeah. Alright? Earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. The beginnings of sorrow. So yeah, man, just don't think when this war comes, y'all gonna be safe. Nah, man. You know, why wouldn't they start bombing these major cities, man? Okay? Kiss, grandpa and grandma, in Washington goodbye. Alright? Because they getting blown up. Okay? And then, it's going to be so much more stuff than just war. Alright? It's going to be, first of all, the MOTV. Alright? The martial law. Alright? Famine. Just people out here being wild. Alright? And actually, let me with this precept right here. This is Jeremiah 30 and verse 4. And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus say the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alright, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So yeah, alright, go read Lamentations, man. Alright, shit, that's talked about in that book where, mothers are sodomy their own children, meaning to cook their own children just to survive. A mother would do, innately, alright, some of these moms nowadays are just don't care about their children, but naturally, instinctively, a mother, they ain't gonna cares the most about their child. All right, instinctively, a mother would die immediately for their child. So for it to be to where a mother would cook their own child to survive, it's gonna be some crazy stuff happening, man. All right, the saying, even the face of a mother would love. All right, a mother would do anything for their child instinctively. So as I'm saying, just imagine what was gonna be going on for a mom to cook their own child. The Lord is about to put a real plague on y'all, 2/3, man. All right, especially these heathens in Esau, but especially on y'all 2/3 as well. Okay, it's gonna be a lot of destruction, man. All right, you trying to run from Esau martial law because you didn't get the chip. All right, you trying to run away from these wild animals out here. You trying to not get shot down by a martial law. You trying to avoid getting ravaged by a group of psychotic men. All right, and you trying to it's gonna be a lot, man. All right, that third woe, that third destruction is coming, man. All right, Esau strike out. All right, 3 strikes, you're out, man. Okay. So yeah, man, get right with the Lord. All right, but this is Zechariah 14 and 12. We the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. That's talking about that thermonuclear fire. All right. You ever been burned before? Do you know how bad that hurts? Even if it's you just touch some, very hot water for a split second, that feeling just stay on your skin for, a minute or two. Imagine that around your whole body, the temperature a million times hotter with the spirit of the Lord inside of it. All right, and you can't get it off, and it burns you to your soul. All right. And it says all those that have fought against Jerusalem. That's going for y'all 2/3 as well. If you're not with the Lord, you against him. All right, you are a antichrist. Okay? Especially y'all false prophets. Oh, y'all false prophets gonna get a horrible judgment. Okay? A very bad judgment. Because y'all got a lot of spiritual blood on y'all hands. All right? So, but yeah, man. All right, pray swiftly for this third woe, man. All right, because we trying to get up out of here, man. All right? Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Chazah is coming back soon. Okay? 2026 is going to be quite the year. All right, just look at all the distractions. All right, there's going to be so much, media-related things coming out. All right? That's how you know something big about to happen, man. Especially with this AI development. Okay? Shit, every time you search something on Google, 99% of the time, AI pops up automatically. All right? But, yeah, man. So keep the faith. All right? Keep doing the work. But with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakodash. Second thing I want to do is give double honors to all the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and the salutations to all the brothers to Salakia, to all your brothers that are pushing the truth to both sincerity with charity. Shalom, wa ababa wa kwam yasharal. Shalom, Makim, stay faithful.